But it
Yeah.
says, as a musician, practice is extremely important and non-negotiable in my routine. I don't see a question per se, but if you can interpret, he's maybe asking, will there be time to be doing that?
Well, I think part of that depends on you, isn't it? Because time is just a framework. It depends on how you prioritize your time. Yes, practice is a non-negotiable. Now, how you want to prioritize that practice, and if you want that practice to kind of take first place, right? Then there will be compromises to make around that. So it's a negotiation, right? So so the plans to build spaces for practice, for music, for the club spaces, equipment. So all of this is getting done. But folks, you have to also be aware that this is very much a co-created space. We are building the plane as we fly it. Okay. So that's quite important. So if you're like, well, this is what I want to do, and these are the things that I want in place, it's not going to be that way, right? This is a space where you're going to be like, hey, I have an idea to do this. I really want to do this. Can you help me with these ideas? And then we'll go, yes, let's find some cool ways to make that happen, right? So just bear in mind that you need to also come at this with that.
Swaminathan from Beyond It. Exactly. I just need a space to practice my music out. I'm very happy in co-creating a space out for others as well. I'm totally into the idea. So if someone else also gets something out of my idea, I'm pretty happy for it. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you. And yes, because I know that you're familiar with the model of a new space and co-creating and creating, I don't need to tell you anything about that. But yes, absolutely. There will be space that gets made for that. But bear in mind that academic life in university is rigorous, right? It is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This is always second to that. Of
I'm
course.
going to go ahead and say that I don't think we need to do 1, 2, 3 like that. The way I'm going to offer you something that I use to all of you, okay? I think we get very caught up in this thing of priorities and number 1 and number 2 and number 3 and all this kind of stuff, right? I want you to try and imagine, if this works for you, a spider's web, okay, that has, okay, if you're grossed out by insects, it doesn't have to be insects, but you can think about little buttons of light, okay? And just imagine that. So imagine them as nodal points, right? So just nodes on a web, right? Now, at different points in your life, different nodes will burn brighter, will pulse brighter, will kind of just go beep, 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 and will need your attention, right? Now, it doesn't mean that one node is more important than the other forever. It just means that something needs your attention now. Yes? Okay. So I kind of want to offer that as an alternative to this idea that we have of first and second and third. It doesn't have to be linear, right? 2 or 3 or 4 things can be very important and dear to you at the same time. Okay. And we don't always have to feel like, oh my God, it has to be either this or that. No, not at all. Yes?
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you so much.